It's 9-5 for your Denver Nuggets. At guard, number 5, Contagious Caldwell-Pope. At power forward, number 50. Number 1, Michael Porter Jr. At guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 27, Jamal Murray. At center, number 15. He's got jumps. Nikola Jokic.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. In this game, a lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backboards to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt. Those are always
goes to.
Here are the starters for Los
Morris
Angeles.
Sr.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem form, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point.
Since 1999, the Lakers
That's his first
have
personal
shared their
foul.
downtown LA
First
arena.
team
The
foul.
only NBA teams to split
the
a
line for
venue.
your Nuggets,
But that's going to
Contagious
change.
Caldwell-Pope.
The Clippers
the
broke
line for
ground
2.
on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. So they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Jokic with the bucket.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack. Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Wide open look here for Murray. At 3 off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. Now he's checked in for the Clippers.
Give it up one more time for your Denver.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for it to start off this game. Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. Gets separation almost any time he wants.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. 6-point game. Outside Porter. Knocked away. In the corner, it's Gordon. Here's Jokic. And Jokic runs it down.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Here's Leonard. Again, Los Angeles.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Here's Jokic, and he uses the glass on the lane. Jokic has got 6.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Outside Westbrook. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Denver's gone 0-2 from Udine. Caldwell Pope kicks to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Carries it from three-point range.
And you already see the great range that back in high school. Shot 47% as a senior.
Here's Zubac. And he banks in the lane.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
The kick out to Porter. Here's Caldwell Pope. And he goes up strong with one here and flushes it down.
And you see the quickness of KCP bursting to the rim.
Double team on Westbrook. Here's Leonard. Leonard with the slam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Here's Murray. And the rejection by Zubac. Powell the pass to Westbrook. 17-foot shot on the way. That one no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And another miss by Denver.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to bring.
And really, whatever the take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. There's the pass to Caldwell Pope. Lets it go with the three. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is. His career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player. Easily one of the best during this project.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Bryant is checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Gordon. Brown is checked in for Contavious Caldwell Pope. And Smith subbed in for Jamal Murray. Okay, time now for an injury report. Let's get an update on George. What's the status, David?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for helping know the status. He confirms that it is a sprained ankle. And as you expect, it's very swollen and it's causing him a lot of discomfort.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it is all.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
And we're seeing that across all sports. Guys are just getting bigger, faster. The human body can take only so much.
Count that bucket. Porter's got 5 points so far.
Taking what the defense offers up, Smith with good vision there finds the open man.
Here's Plumlee. Bucket is good.
I mean, he's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's a beautiful play.
1:33 left in the first quarter. Outside, Green. On the wing, Brown. Lets the three fly. Good. Great play by Green to set up Brown. And it's a tie ball game.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
Highland misses. Nuggets have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Brown, right side. He dishes it to Smith. Pass to Green. From deep three-point range, Highland with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 0 through from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. That one goes in.
Love the energy from Batum on the break, working hard to make sure they convert.
Smith, the pass to Porter. 40 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. No good with the layup. Over to the left wing. The dish now to Plumlee. Here's Highland. Hits the three-point bomb.
And they don't want to get in the habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Bryant. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that position.
Man passes to Gordon. And here's Batum. Here is Plumlee. Bryant defending. Gordon outside. His display for the LA Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action in just a minute. Second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
For me, it's all about playing downhill. They've been making it look easy to find penetration in this one, attacking the lanes and forcing the issue with the D.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Gordon steps in at the four with Jokic in his center. Hurry after the Brown. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Los Angeles. 3-point lead. And George kicks to foul. Here's Leonard. Good on the 13-footer. Leonard's got 10 points.
What poise from Leonard on the catch and shoot. He gets the ball and calmly sinks the shot.
Brown finds Jokic. Here's Caldwell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. As a well-known three-point shooter that you were, Steve, what do you think about how that shot dominates the modern game we watched today?
What I love about Kevin, first of all, it gives you spacing. And you're never out of a game because of the three-point shot. You can get right back into it. And also, at the end of a game, you knock down 3 or 4 in a row, the game is over.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles.
For a number of seasons, Russell Westbrook has averaged double-digit assists.
From deep, Jokic. And they recover. The Nuggets with another miss. And it's Leonard at the elbow. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it for the finish. And he makes no mistake on the second time.
And you think Murray all about scoring, but Murray is about what helps his team win.
It's Powell on the wing. Zubac trying to break loose. In the corner, Powell with it. Pass to Leonard. Fires for 3. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
There's Brown with the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal.
It's going to be
First team
Defense throws everything at George. He assists and finds a shot.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Zeke Naji, he's checked in for Bruce Brown.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
For 3, Murray. Powell pulls it in. Clippers leading by 8. Leonard on the wing. Left side, George. Jokic against Zubac. The kick out to Westbrook. A 3 from Leonard.
You got it. Come on.
Outside, George. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Denver's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. CGA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries last season, a torn elbow ligament.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit to battle through and maintain his greatness. Tells you something about his competitive edge.
Jokic inside. And on Zubac.
Big, you can't really send to the line too much. Jokic, an effective free throw shooter.
The Nuggets hit their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And back in 2021, Nikola Jokic became the lowest drafted player to ever win the MVP. The 41st pick of the draft, the first second-round pick to win the award.
Denver making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Covington's checked in.
I love when Westbrook shoots it from that distance.
A 19-foot shot. Murray, no good. And from second rounder to MVP grade, Nikola Jokic. What a score.
Amazing, Kevin. And you know, one thing the Joker did to transform his game, dedicate himself to his conditioning. Jokic is in much better shape now than when he first entered the league.
And there's the try. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Give him any kind of opening, and Kawhi Leonard will make you pay at the rack.
And Denver has possession. Down by 12. Jackson in the corner. First shot, first basket. He's off the blocks fast.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Covington. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
Talk about the
Second shooting foul.
brings to the table.
Yeah, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Jokic. He comes in for Zeke Naji. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Ish Smith in for Murray. Outside Gordon. Pass to Mann. With the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mann's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles. Here's Smith. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
Unafraid to take it inside. Ish challenging the defender. Comes out a winner.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Lumley's checked in.
Clippers substitution.
And
Mason
here are the Clippers now.
2 minutes remaining in the first
Pass to
half.
Highland.
2 minutes.
Over Smith. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Assisted.
Island's got
Terrence
5
Mann.
men.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Platoon passes to Highland. Shot from 16. Porter pulls it in. The Nuggets trail by 10. He kicks it to Bryant. On the wing, Jackson. Good on the shot, and that shaves the roof to single digits. Jackson's got 6 in the quarter.
Able to switch gears at a moment's notice. Jackson beating his man off the dribble.
Here's Highland, and he makes that one.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
This is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Outside, Batum, left to the wing. Plumlee in the post. Bryant defending. The shot's good from Plumlee.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
There's Porter with the three. It doesn't go for him. So Series will take it the other way. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Man can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 10. Here's the Green. On the wing, Porter. Just 3 on the clock. And finished off by Porter.
You know, he's got to keep improving this aspect of his game, but when Porter's dribbling like this, he becomes unguarded.
And so it's into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Here with Ty Lue. Good rhythm for your offense in the first half. What did you like about the start?
Moving the basketball, taking the right shot, making the right play. We make the extra pass, we're a tough team to beat.
And you were sure tough in the first half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes for G4.
His activity level has made an impact, and he is fearless.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Zubac, that's good.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Jokic finds Gordon. Up to the right wing. And the rejection by Zubac. And here's George. He's got 10. And the shot is good.
Always a threat to get to the rim. This time, Paul George pulls up and buries it.
Deep two from Murray. And another miss by Denver.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Leonard against Porter. And that one's good. Leonard's got 19 points.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim.
He takes it in, up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, with 75 grades.
Yes, smart choice. I really like that play.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Leonard against Porter. Leonard draws the double. On the wing, George. 6 on the shot clock. And that one, good. 14 points for George.
Great vision on that pass. Kawhi moving it to the open teammate.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
When you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turns things around.
He gets it in there. Leonard's got 23 points.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down every night.
And this is why Jokic is an all-star, all-NBA caliber talent, because of his ability to dominate in an effortless fashion. Oh, dynamic two-hand game.
And right in the face of the defender. Here's Jokic, and he came out with that one to go. On contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making the on the way up.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Brown's checked in. Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers. Norman Powell comes in for Leonard. And thinking back to that 2017 MVP season for Russell Westbrook, Steve, you know, he averaged a triple-double.
Kevin, what's incredible to me, Russ did it 3 straight years with OKC. Then again with the Wizards. Westbrook's numbers are out of this world.
For three, Murray, good on the triple. Murray's got 5 points now this quarter.
And operating off the ball, credit Murray for staying engaged, ready to fire when asked.
The shot by Powell, no good. The Nuggets trail by 13. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Gets that one through the hole, making it 7-13 in this game.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
And it's Westbrook missing. Denver's gone 1-2 from beyond the arc since coming out the break. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Here's the three. Outside for Murray. There's the three. Hangs on the trifecta. Murray's got the ball down to single digits for the Nuggets.
And the best scorer like Murray, they believe every shot they take is going in, no matter how deep they are on the floor.
A different look for Denver. Green comes in for Gordon, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Jamal Murray. The Clippers also making some changes. Plumlee comes in for Marcus Morris. And subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And George with the stuff.
So far, George's competitive play has worked well. He's getting just about everything to fall.
Denver's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Jackson. Jokic high post. Working on Plumlee. And good that time. Jokic has got 10 points in the quarter.
And how's that? Floor with the killer crossover. It's a big view.
In the corner, George with it. And George with the stuff.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Passes to Caldwell Pope. Outside Jackson. Fires the three. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. And here's Brown outside. Drills the three-pointer. Brown's got 6 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Looks smart when the shots are going down.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Okay, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles Blues cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Jokic. And for the Clippers, they're shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Powell for 3. Rebound by Jeff Green.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this home spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Covington gets the foul. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. the corner, Green. Jackson from long range. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Denver foul.
The Clippers shoot their 7th free throw attempt here.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Where guys can do everything at both ends, Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
For the Nuggets, Thomas Bryant is checked in for Jokic. Zeke Naji comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Ish Smith in for Reggie Jackson. Pass to Highland. On the wing, George. Here's Highland. Right side, George. And oh boy, the contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul.
Pg he's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
Paul George, he's been down for things happen for Los Angeles. He's at the quarter century mark, 25 points for him in this game, as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Los Angeles leading by 11. The forward spots will be Porter Jr. and Gordon. Down out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Bryant in at the 5, rolling the pace. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
On any given night, Kawhi can just take control of the offense and at least score from all 3 levels.
And a deep 3 from Murray. Sinks it. What range from outside? 1. Murray's got 11 points here in just the second half. Murray's got a nice 3 for 7 from distance. Outside, George. Leonard dishes to George. Leonard the bounce pass. George finds Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Highland. And taken away by Brown. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. This is to Murray. Jacks up a 3. Batum grabs the miss. And here's George for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Here's Gordon. The kick out to Porter. Murray outside. Back to Porter. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Batum. Porter, no luck.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Finishing that possession with an exclamation mark. Kawhi making his presence felt.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. A 12-point game. Gordon for 3. He's hauled in by Paul George. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. And now the fast break. George with the ball. The 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got 28.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
Down kicks to Porter. Launches it. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Clippers call time here.
Timeout for the Clippers.
Make some noise for your DNC Junior.
Jokic is checked in for the Nuggets. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. His point to them was that they put themselves in a position to succeed and that this is their game to lose. He needs to see full concentration out of every guy on the court to finish this one off. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. And here are the Clippers now. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's George. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's his first personal foul.
Paul George has. Outstanding job finding a way to score on physical defense.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Clippers?
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Leonard trying to break free. The shot by George, no good. The Nuggets trail by 17. Porter passes to Murray. From outside the arc, a three-pointer is right on target. Murray's got 14 points now in the second half.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
Westbrook can't get it to go. Nuggets have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. For 3, Gordon. Rebound by the Clippers. Westbrook's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's his second
And the next foul puts him in the bonus.
3rd team foul.
Outside Leonard. To the inside. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Leonard. And the Clippers lead by 16.
Nice job by Russ, attacking the interior, hunting down a high percentage look.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Bryant. Denver's got a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Murray for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 11 rebounds in the game. And George rebounded, and it's George finishing it off.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
Here's Jokic, and there it is for him. Jokic has got 6 in the quarter.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
Leonard looking over the floor. Off target from 3-point range. By 16. Here's Gordon. Makes it off the glass.
There's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
At the elbow, it's George. That's good. It's Leonard with the assist.
The assist.
Leonard's got 6 assists now in the game.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Here's George. Porter with that block.
And you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Clippers.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Paul George.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. They get it back. And Leonard has it in the corner. Driving inside. Oh, and the chance by Leonard.
They They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Morris against Porter. Over Morris. And that one's good by Porter.
This shooter is also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
And George, here we go. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 42 in the game.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless. They got the job done.
Oh, a fantastic passer at his position. Gordon stays alert and ready to pass to an open teammate.
Morris kicks to Westbrook. The pass to Leonard. Morris trying to free himself up, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Westbrook.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure did. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, you all turned it on down the stretch, so what was the difference?
You started to play defense and execute on the offensive end, and we finally started to knock down shots.
Well, that led to a win, man, and I appreciate your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.